Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm coming from the gym, but it's a little bit chilly here, so I'm just gonna put this on. But so, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while, but I've been doing this and that, and I've been busy a little bit. But today I'm gonna talk about something that I maybe recently realized. Not recently. Maybe it's better if I put it this way. So let's start from the beginning. So, uh, I was told with my therapist that I might act passively in my relationships. And that stems from a lot of places, but me being passive and labeling it as being nice and being kind and being a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff that I was telling myself actually ended up like hurting me at the end. So I was neglecting my own needs and neglecting myself, and this has been tough. And so I've been trying to be more assertive in my relationships and practice assertiveness rather than passiveness. So, one thing I realized is a lot of people talk about putting up boundaries and how to set up boundaries, how to communicate your needs, how to use your I statement or like share your feelings rather than uh trying to be like you did this so you're guilty. No, you should say like I felt this, so you know the whole shebang. So a lot of people talk about these stuff, but something that people don't really talk about, and I think they don't talk about it because it's the hardest part here, is when you do all that, and now it's time to see it in action. A lot of people are afraid that that person that they set up the boundary with, they're not going to respect the boundary. So they keep repeating what they want. They keep repeating what they're saying. And actually, after a while, it's going to lose its touch. So they're not going to take you seriously because, like, all you do is talk. So they're not going to, I don't know, change anything or respect that or whatever that you expect. So what I realize is actually you have to give people space to step up. So I give you an example. So I'm living with my brothers. So if they keep doing like the chores around the house, or let's say you're living with your wife, and she does all that, and when you start to do something, they criticize you at the beginning, so you don't want to do anything after that, and they pick up all the chores, and you're like, okay, cool, I guess, and they keep on like adding resentment towards you, but they're guilty a little bit here of not giving you enough space to step up. Or maybe they did. I'll get into that part later. But you have to give space to people to step up. And when you come, like, I'm in that stage. I have communicated my needs in the best way possible twice. And now my strategy is to give that person space to see how they're going to react. If they actually consider it, if they actually make it a priority of what we talked about. So, if so, great. That's what you're looking for. And as long as I keep reaching out and I keep doing what I was doing, they're not going to do it. So, my problem is them not engaging in my life, not being interested, not asking questions, not taking the lead in conversations. And I'm the one who is always doing that. And I'm tired because I feel drained. Like, when they don't do that, and okay, so I've been doing that. They have the right to say, okay, well, you've been doing this all the time. You never gave me an opportunity, right? So this is your chance, for example. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I never thought about it that you should kind of see it in action. And then two things happen. One is they don't they accept it, they do it, everything's best, and you're like, cool, perfect, I love you, and let's move forward. But if they don't, and if that thing is really important to you, that's what that's when most people they don't do what needs to be done, including myself sometimes. I think that's the part that you have to make a tough decision. That's the part that you have to make your own well-being a priority, because nobody else is doing that, including that person. Because if they did, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't have to make that decision. But now you have to make that tough decision, and you have to believe in your heart that is for the best, that you've been fair, you gave them every opportunity that they needed, and now it's time for you. It's really hard. My heart aches even right now that I'm talking about it. But it is what it is sometimes. You can't beg people to treat you well. And you have to step up for yourself sometimes. Hopefully we don't get there, but this was interesting thing that I wanted to talk to you about. And we'll see what happens. Ah, okay. Well, I'm this in this beautiful spot. As always, I like to be a little bit high off the ground and see the city from top. And hopefully all the things in your life is going good and you're not struggling. Sometimes struggles are okay. Sometimes there are good problems and bad problems. Most of us have good problems, some of us have bad problems. By that I mean, yeah, being in the university and like having to submit an exam, submit like assignment. It's tough, but it's a good problem.